Alright, so the movie I chose for my journalism, my own type of movie, was The City of Gold. It was a documentary made in 2015 and it took place in Los Angeles. It was a Laura Gabbard, I think her name was, film, but it's about Jonathan Gold, who was a food critic in Los Angeles in the inner cities, and the whole point of it was to bring different senses of culture and different people abiding by that culture and different lifestyles if they would like to know more about the foods of Los Angeles, or really if people didn't really care. But I kind of like this style of journalism because it was more just about getting people to a certain lifestyle, and it really didn't have a whole lot to do with writing itself in general, but the reporting was him being a food critic. So Jonathan Gold would go to different restaurants, different bakeries, different anything that had to do with food. Um, just different chefs, personal meetings in general, and would give them a sense of what he liked, what he didn't, and everyone respected him because he was a well-known food critic around the city of Los Angeles. But this was big for journalism for me because it was really about having a passion for something, and it showed that journalism doesn't always have to be just sitting at a desk with a group of people reporting and writing on that and whatnot, but it can be you yourself as an individual having a passion for something and going out and being a critic and then reporting on it and giving people the extra benefit of what you like and what you don't like about a certain food, different tastes, lifestyles, experiences. So I think that's my whole thing about it, is because when it comes to journalism for me, I'd much rather write about, say, sports. And when I wrote with the Diamond, it was all about writing for sports and a good thing of that nature. But I think the reason I was so attracted to this is because this individual was independent about what he was doing and didn't really care. And he didn't have to be in a group. He could be a critic on his own. He could talk about food on his own, report on it on his own, and he didn't need everybody else around him. So I think it showed a true passion for journalism, and I think that was a big theme for me in this film, as well as just a love for something. And I don't know, I just appreciated it. So lastly, since I'm not 240, um, I think it showed a good light in journalism because it showed you can be different. Like, you don't always have to do the same thing as everybody else. Yes, reporting and writing in a group setting and getting different voices on the phone call or in that nature is great. But it also, in this situation with Gold, I noticed in the film is that people like quality feedback. And it makes you happy. And I think that was the word I was looking for while I was a little stuttering the last few couple seconds, because I think people really appreciate stuff like this, and that makes them happy getting feedback about different foods. And food is something a lot of people love, obviously. So I think that's the biggest thing. Like, it wasn't a typical journalism movie, but it was something that brought culture together, brought life together, and I think it was a really good film. And I have this bee buzzing around me. I'm currently in Arizona, so that's kind of why it's frustrating. But yeah, this is my review. I hope a video review is fine, rather than just writing, because I like these videos a lot.